I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet.
Half the time with faith, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. I don't think I've known how to do a lot of things to do with faith. Like, I don't think I know how to love people. I don't think I know how to love God. And that seems to be like the two basic things of living faith, is like loving people and loving God.
To be honest, I think it's because it's been easy being a Christian for the most part. I've grown up in a Christian school, Christian church, Christian family, so it hasn't been a challenge really. It's been really easy. So
ever since I've been a little kid, I've always had a sort of doubting Thomas thing, as I was saying. Not just in the sense of needing to see to believe, but this like just the constant questioning of faith and needing to know the answers and not really being satisfied with the easy kind of answers that I could find. And being frustrated by unanswered prayer and wondering about what happens after death. And it's a faith that struggles constantly to believe and to understand what believing then translates into.
When I think about why I have faith, I almost don't feel like I have a choice in the matter, because God has made it very obvious to me that He is real. I mean, sometimes I question, obviously, when I see things that I think aren't just, or when I see, or when I feel pain, I question why. But I just see the things that God does in my life and in my family and in my friends and around me, and I feel like I'm compelled to believe because God compels me to believe it. Yes, I would say yes, I believe because God just shows Himself to me all over creation and in my life and in my job and in my family and friends.
I think I have faith because I don't see a world with so much balance in it that there couldn't be faith. Like, why does the sun rise every day? That's because of God. Why does it go down every day? That's because of God. Why is there gravity? I think that's because of God. I think everything has a purpose in this world, and it is controlled by Him.
Jesus. Growing up, the more I got to know Jesus, I couldn't help it. I just thought, now this is a person I want to hang out with, get to know, be mentored by, serve. I want to become more like Him, and so I trusted Him.
I don't know, God's incomprehensible. My faith doesn't have to have perfect reason.
I remember our minister who had to answer that question once for two teenagers who came to the church door once because they were completing an assignment for school, which was to ask people why they believed in God. And she had no idea what she was going to answer when she got to the door, or when they asked that question. But she ended up saying, because I don't know how else to account for all the good in the world. Which I thought was a pretty good answer. I thought that was a nice little summation. I'd stick by something like that.
It's this thing that I can't express well, that I just, the two or three things that I know, which is in faith, is I know that I can trust Jesus. And I know that Jesus has, in a very weird, indirect way, walked with me through my life. Those two chords is something that I just hammer out. Bob Dylan said in one of his songs that you've got three chords in the truth, and the rest is up to you. And that's kind of how I feel about my faith.
I don't know, I wrestle with that question a lot because I wonder if I was not healthy, if I didn't have a husband and a good family, then would I still believe that God loved me? I'm not sure about that.
much of my ability to believe that God loves me comes from the fact that people who knew God personally, through their own faith journey, loved me enough, and that made it believable.
The love that people have for each other, it doesn't come from nowhere. It doesn't just pop up.
Immediate answer what makes me think God loves me is that a month ago, when I had a week of let's just say loneliness and a number of other doubts and unpleasant experiences, unpleasant sense of myself. 4 older women from the church and from elsewhere called me in that week randomly and asked me to come for coffee or supper at their houses. And they don't normally call me randomly like that, and I don't normally need that much attention and love, and I needed it in that week, and it came unbidden. So that's my first reaction. That's how I know that God loves me. There are people that are put into my path that care for me.